raised and educated in Newcastle, Stephen Lambourne is a senior partner of Lambourne Partners, an 8-partner practice based in Hamilton. He is a conscientious businessman who strives to always do the right thing in business and in life and mentors his team to do the same. He believes the best leaders are those that are involved in the process and easily accessible. Welcome, Stephen. Thanks so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure, Holly.
Could you begin by telling us a little about your career path?
Okay, on completing my HSC, I obtained a traineeship with J.M. Quain and Company in Hunter Street. After doing my traineeship and getting my professional qualifications, I went into practice with a fellow by the name of Tim Wardle at the Junction. After some years, Tim relocated out of the area and Scott Lucas joined our practice, and that was the humble beginnings of Lambourne Partners as it now exists.
So what do you believe has shaped your leadership style?
Okay, having been born, raised and educated in Newcastle, it's obvious Newcastle is a large country town. Most professionals know each other, most business people know each other. So I learned early on in my career that if you ever do the wrong thing in Newcastle, one, everyone knows about it, and two, you very rarely get a second chance. I believe that I've made a conscious decision over my career never to do wrong by anyone in my business and personal dealings, and I believe that has very much shaped my leadership style, and it's something that I mentor my younger partners on as they develop their own careers.
What tricks do you have to manage your priorities and your time?
Okay, priorities and time management in a busy professional practice is always an issue. I believe professional pressures and business pressures have increased greatly over the years. The advent of email has put additional pressures where clients expect instantaneous responses to emails. I think this, from a professional point of view, that's extremely dangerous, especially when giving advice on complex and detailed commercial matters. I purposely set aside complex decisions and not respond, not bounce straight back, think about them, research them, build my advice and go back with something structured. As far as time pressures go, chartered accounting's a very somewhat seasonal area where work just floods into the office and you think, wow, I'm never going to get all this done. But after doing as many years that I have done, you come to realise that the work all gets done, especially if you don't spend time worrying about it.
Stephen, how do you define the difference between a manager and a leader?
I think a manager controls people by giving directions. A leader, I think, not only gives directions but becomes involved in the process. And it's important that they always have an open door. At Lambourne Partners we have an open door policy where my door is open any time of the day for anyone at any level, from a first year trainee to any of the administration staff to my most senior partners. And I think that's an important aspect of leadership, being involved and being accessible.
And to finish today, what local business person do you find inspiring?
Early in my career, I was really lucky to be involved with some chartered accountants of great experience, the late Colin Forsyth, the late Carrie McNabb and Tim Wardle. I drew a lot of inspiration from these gentlemen through my early part of my career. The other aspect of my development, I think, was working with a lot of senior clients throughout my career. In some instances we've both grown together. One that comes to mind is a pharmacist, a long-standing client of mine, Paul Wilson. A more astute businessman you would not find. Yet, on the other hand, he is the most generous and socially responsible person that I think I've met. What Paul taught me is that you can actually combine a strong business base and the ability to make money without compromising your personal, family and social morals.
Excellent, a very inspiring answer. Thanks so much for your time today, Stephen.
Thank you, it's been a pleasure, Holly.